JJ, and just in trying to avoid being repetitive to like the previous wins that have had somewhat of a similar structure, what's the thing that stood out to you about tonight?
Every game is different, even if the other team scores between 99 and 102. Like every game is different. They're all different. They all present their own problems. Like I said pregame, Zion obviously presents a lot of problems, and we made adjustments. He was moving tonight. He was moving tonight. I thought a big thing for us as we have gone through this season is, as of late, game plans have worked. So there's been no consternation. Tonight, we made 3 different adjustments on him. Didn't work. He was that good tonight. We didn't get discouraged. It didn't allow us to get frustrated offensively. It didn't take us out of our execution. We stayed very connected, even with some turnovers. I just thought our approach to the game was really good tonight.
I'm sure your analytics crew has certain numbers on it, but like the types of shots that Luka was creating, it seemed like it was either dunks, layups, or wide open threes. Did you get that sense, and then how does that make a team play?
Yeah, I mean they tried a bunch of different coverages on him. Blitz, the red, the drop. He solved every riddle. And again, we're excited about the process when we get good shots, and I thought we were able to generate a lot of good shots tonight, and he was at the forefront of that. I thought Braun was fantastic. Jackson, again, organization, his spacing, being disciplined. When we were setting ball screens with him, I thought other than 2 possessions in the first half, we had the right spacing. When we weren't setting ball screens with him, he was in the dunker, and he was opposite the ball, and that led to some dunks. Jackson played really well tonight. And then off the bench, I mean, we get contributions from Shake, 2 big threes in the first half. I thought Vando's energy in the third quarter defensively really helped us stretch the game open. Gabe as well in that third quarter defensively was really good, and then Dalton hit some shots for us. So overall, just a good team win for us.
JJ, part of your task this year beyond just coaching the team has been establishing a program and core values and tenets. Where does the Luka and Vando sticking up for Dalton Connects kind of fit within what you're trying to establish?
It fits right in with it. I think 2 of those values that we emphasize are trust and respect, and I think having your teammates back builds trust, and showing a level of respect to your teammate when they're down and going in there and getting in the scrum is great. I think too, the Dalton, the LeBron dunk, and then LeBron trying the alley-oop back to him. I laughed. It was one of the few turnovers I think all season that I've laughed on. But I like the intent.
JJ, Mike asked you about the shot quality earlier. I think 31 of your first 42 or 43 field goal attempts for threes. You guys finished with the season high 52. We've asked about the 3-point volume or increased 3-point volume. Just what did you make of it tonight? And I guess how are you seeing these threes come? Are they the kind of threes you want to see this team take?
Yeah, I mean, going into this game, we knew that we were going to be able to take a ton of threes. Since Zion got back, they're 30th in 3-point attempt rate. They really looked to pack the paint. We knew they were going to mix things up with Braun and Luka. Again, we felt like if we were disciplined with our spacing and made the right passes, we were going to, our code word, launch. We felt like we were going to launch tonight, and we did.
A little bit of a 2-part question, but they're related. It seemed like as the game wore on, you could see like little things where guys are getting more comfortable playing with Luka. Like Trey had a Gortat screen. Last game it was Vando on a cut on the baseline for a lob, and kind of the way to play off of Luka for some of the role guys. I'm curious what you've seen with that, and then along those lines, at a bigger scale, the way LeBron has been able to pick his spots, sort of playing off Luka, what have you thought of that?
I think with LeBron, it's big time of him just to kind of hand over a little bit of the ball control. And we weren't having LeBron bring it up a ton, but even in the half court, just like playing off ball and being comfortable with that, I think is huge. And obviously he's still scoring at a very high level. We're going to get him the ball when Luka's not in the game. We're going to have him as the primary guy when Luka's not in the game. But being shot ready, all that stuff, I think has been fantastic. And for the other guys, there's a non-cadence to the way Luka plays, if that makes sense. A lot of offensive players have pre-programmed reads. He just does shit that you're like, what? Why did you do that? I mean, there was a blitz against our bench in the second half. Could have made one read, could have made another read, made the read that I would have picked last, and we ended up getting a layup on it. Like our guys are starting to get into a groove and a rhythm, even with the non-cadence of how he plays.
Thanks, Coach.